Hi, my name's Michael Healy. I've published this magazine, Saor Éire, The Unfinished Revolution, The Struggle for a Socialist Republic, 1967-73, and the magazine was designed by Kevin Squires, who also comes from Newbridge. Saor Éire was an Irish revolutionary group that was nearly written out of Irish history. Very little research has been done to evaluate the importance of this group. This magazine has included new material contributed by former Saor Éire members from interviews conducted in 2019 to tell of the forgotten revolutionaries within the group. Part of the reason I did this, I was actually going to do a podcast on this group, and then I decided, this is during the lockdown, we had 4 months of a lockdown, so I decided I'd do the magazine. So what I've done, I've tried to get as much of the history of the group as I can, plus I wrote about different members of the group. Well, I decided then to launch this magazine online during Junefest and emphasising the Newbridge robbery, obviously because Junefest is about Newbridge. So any talk or anything that we'll have will be to do with the magazine, but it'll also be about the Newbridge raid in 20th of June 1968. If you'd like to purchase a copy of the magazine, you can do so from the link below. Saor Éire, The Unfinished Revolution, The Struggle for a Socialist Republic, 1967 to 1973. Saor Éire was the coming together of former left-wing members of the IRA and Trotskyists from the Fourth International. The group began to carry out a number of bank raids to fund this new organisation. One of the first was in Newbridge in 20th of June 1968, when 3 men entered the Hibernian Bank in Charlotte Street. They were searching for the army payroll that was destined for the Curragh. According to their intelligence, it was meant to be there, but they couldn't find it. But they did escape with £3,500, which was a considerable amount of money in those days. As these armed men left the bank, a crowd of people began to gather when they hear about all the commotion, including a Garda on a bicycle. You could do nothing. So the men got into their getaway car, a green Cortina, and they escaped along towards the Milltown Road. The bank manager, Michael Healy, and Hugh Murphy of Sloane's drapery shop jumped into one of their cars and followed the men in a high-speed chase. But they eventually lost them, I think, in Kilmead. The Gardaí put a 50-mile cordon around the area, but didn't arrest the men. Later, a van was stopped. In it, they found combat clothes, cash, and they found a map which showed how to get to Charlotte Street and the bank in the Hibernian Bank, and how to go, where to, to leave on the Milltown Road and what roads not to turn and so on. The men, one was Frank Keane, a Trotskyist and the national organiser of Saor Éire, and the other one, Simon O'Donnell, who actually later became quite a successful Irish artist. But they were found not guilty as there wasn't enough evidence. The bank, the Hibernian Bank, is actually a building. It's near the Bank of Ireland, just there on the corner of Charlotte Street.